Now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk Hookup. Get ready for more of the best fishing information and the hottest tips on improving your angling skills. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. And by Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. And now, Southern California's sports fishing voice, the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock God Rick Mexa.
Welcome back. Hour number 2 of Let's Talk Hookup here on the Mighty 1090. Again, we're live in Ensenada, Mexico at the Hotel Corral, having a great time, talking all kinds of great fishing and some really interesting stuff going on down in Ensenada. Pete, you guys are doing a great job down there. Lots of great info coming out of the show today.
Oh, and unbelievable. You just wait. We have a whole another group of great people involved with us here this morning. We're going to welcome
We got some new friends here.
Some new friends that actually they're old friends because we spent the whole day with the whole afternoon having fun. So why don't you go ahead and do the introduction?
So for everybody out there, we have Sharon Cloward. She's president of the San Diego Port Tenants Association, the business association for our port. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Ken.
And we have Heidi Salem. And Heidi, we spent yesterday afternoon, and Heidi is the liaison for the state government of Baja California. Good morning.
Good morning, Ken. Thrilled to be here with you this morning.
And Heidi, what is it? What kind of message do you have for the visitors from the United States to Mexico?
Well, on behalf of the state of Baja California, I'd like to welcome you to the state and visit Ensenada, and thrilled that, tourism is at the highest peak, I think, right now. So we're thrilled and invite the visitors to come, and boaters and sports fishing, more than happy.
Tim Ekstrom and I yesterday were reliving our childhood, driving down the road here to the Hotel Corral and talking about, oh man, we used to surf there 40 years ago. We used to surf there 40 years ago, and we used to go here. We used to go there. It's changed, of course, but every time I come down here, and especially this year, it's mind-boggling what a wonderful job the Baja California Norte group has done with welcoming tourists and wanting to build better infrastructure and doing more things to have tourism build in Ensenada, especially here in Ensenada.
Yes, no, it's definitely booming. I think right now the binational phenomenon that's happening, we're very excited for that. And what I can add also, it's the first time that we have offices in San Diego, so it really strengthens that binational collaboration.
You're based in San Diego.
I'm based in San Diego. First time ever that we're there.
That's pretty neat. And what you call it the Cali Baja group, right?
Cali Baja mega region.
Mega region. So that's the whole concept that what we're trying to do, and we'll talk more about it, is make one region, Cali Baja. It make it easy access to both the regions.
It's really what
even though they're two different countries.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, time for the catch report, Rick.
You got it, and the boys are standing by this morning. Why don't we start off our catch report with our man, our private boater buddy, Captain Mark Wish, is standing by. And today the catch report is brought to you in part by the Sato Crimp and Winder Company, where they only make products that work. If you want to end connection failures, you need to get the Sato Crimp Kit. It's a must-have piece of gear for your next trip to help you catch everything from school-sized tuna to record-sized tuna. With all brass crimps and other features, it's better than ever. It's the favorite connection method on the Royal Star, the Royal Polaris, American Angler, and most of the other top boats. And if you haven't already, you should make your preferred connection for Spectra to Mono or to Fluorocarbon. Get it at selected tackle stores like Fisherman's Lining Tackle or at SatoCrimpandWinder.com. And let's talk to our private boater buddy, our FishDope.com reporter, Mark Wish. What's up, Mark?
Hey, good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Pete. Good morning, Gus. Well, when you combine our built-in El Nino conditions with calm weather, a perigee moon, all the exotics that have already filtered in here, this formula is it's set for explosive excitement, and that's exactly what we experienced the last week or so. The amount of wahoo caught last weekend literally defies description. A couple boats had 3, rumor of one boat with 5, countless guys with 1 and 2. Absolutely unbelievable action for Southern California here. The spread of fish is very large. From below the border off North Island was good, up to the 9. That was kind of the epicenter there for a few days. Off the domes around the 14 to the 267 to up off a long point at Catalina, and yesterday even a couple of fish above the west end of Catalina. That's a big spread of fish, a huge spread of fish, actually. Some of that's on marlin jigs, some, of course, on marauders, but it's the big rapalas and big yozuris that are really getting most of the bites, rigged on wire, of course. One of our customers had an 85.1-pound wahoo on one of those big yozuris.
Oh, man.
Tanker, man. That's crazy. And then along with those wahoos, the big blue marlin and black marlin put on a heck of a bite also. Several more fish north of 500 pounds were caught. One of the biggest was at 5:30. They were still cranking it up on the scales. The scales broke. The head was still laying on the ground, and it was 5:30. I never did hear the official weight on that, if they ever got one. But they're kind of in the same area as the wahoo. And then most of that blues and blacks have been jig fish. A couple now have been caught on live yellowfin. All those little 8 to 10-pound tunas around here, both the yellowfin and the skipjacks, both are perfect baits to bridle up and slow troll for those big blues and blacks. So don't miss that bet, guys. And along with the exotics, the stripers are still biting in the good water off Santa Cruz and Anacapa. Nice little warm spot up there. It's holding good. There's yellowfin and bluefin on the outer banks, the Osborne, the Cortez, and the Tanner. It's a little choppy now. We're just waiting for that weather to come back down. And then, of course, good yellowtail fishing along the beach here. They bid again out in front of Long Beach pretty good last couple of days. And along with all of that, to cap it all off, lobster season's now officially open. Man, this is going to be one for the record books, guys.
Man, I can't get over what great fishing is going on up and down the beach, Mark. And, you know, I've been having fun watching the fishdope.com reports. You know, you see Danny putting up all the info, and it's just, it doesn't even seem real when you start reading all the way up and down the beach, all the crazy fish that's caught every week. It's just been a blast.
Well, didn't you get a nice blue here that you were kind enough to tag and release? I mean, congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Pete let me play hooky last weekend, and we were able to, super lucky, and we released one ourselves, a big giant one. It was so rad. Super fun fishing that's going on, and all that great info gets put up every week on fishdope.com. If you're not already a member, it just pays such dividends to get on there, and you can save $20 from a new subscription if you enter the code HOOKUPNOW at checkout. HOOKUPNOW, all lowercase with no space, going to save you $20 on a Fish Dope membership. Mark, we say it every single week. I don't know how it could possibly get better. I don't need it to get better. Let's just keep it rolling.
Let's just keep it going the way it's for a couple more months. That'd be okay by me for sure.
Well said, Mark. If somebody wants to get in all the great info, everything you guys got going on at Pacific Edge, how do we do that?
We're on the corner of Bolsa Chica and Edinger in Huntington Beach. The phone number is 714-840-4262. The website, PacificEdgeTackle.com. And we will talk to you guys next week with some more. Hey, I even forgot to tell you, Catalina's got Mexican Scad. Haven't seen Mexican Scad at Catalina since the 97 El Nino. Yeah, baby.
Wow. It's on.
Yep.
Lots of stuff going on. All right, Mark, we'll talk to you next week.
We'll see you.
All right, now let's head on down to San Diego over to Seaforth Sport Fishing. Talk to our buddy Marcos. Marcos, what's going on there at Seaforth?
Good morning. I think you got a nice taste there of what's been going on. Good fishing all around. I mean, like you said, don't know how it can get better, but it doesn't even need to get better.
Exactly.
Keep going here. And, a little bit of disappointment. They haven't seen any wahoo on the half day yet. I mean, they're kind of slacking off a bit there, but pretty much everyone else seems to be, picking away at the wahoo. But there's been very good fishing on those half days. If you look at the counts, not a big number of yellowtail. I take that back. Not a big number for what we've seen this year of yellowtail on the half day. But they're catching yellowtail on all those trips, 5 to 15, 20 on some of those trips. But all those fish are catching are some very nice sized yellowtail on those half days. You're looking at 20 to 40 pound range there, being pretty normal. A lot of them falling in that 30, 40 pound range. So great yellowtail fishing on the half day. You're definitely going to get your shot at a big yellowtail there, bonita, calico bass, sand bass, a little bit of bottom fishing there. Lots of good fishing there. The 3-4 day trip, still fishing offshore, still just doing great on those yellowfin, dorado, skipjack. Last Sunday, I know both 3-4 day boats out there caught a wahoo, a few here and there. Great fishing on the San Diego New Seaforth Sea Watch when they're running those 3-4 days like we've seen for coming up on 2 years here straight of great fishing on the 3-4 day there. The overnight trips, again, picking away at those yellowfin, dorado, yellowtail, skipjack, wahoo, you got your shot on there.
Crazy.
Also.
Crazy.
All around good fishing. What we've been seeing, just like I said, keeps going here. Great fishing all around. Check the website, seaforthlanding.com. Have our full schedule up there for those half days, the 3-4 days, overnights. Starting to see a few day and a halves in the counts there, some longer 2 and longer trips on there also. Full schedule up there. You can make your reservations directly online. You can give us a call at the office. 619-224-3383. Be more than happy to get you guys out there. Like we've talked about all summer, reservations are a must right now. the load pressure on the San Diego and their 3-quarter boats is easing a little bit during the week, but overall those trips can fill up like nothing really quickly. So if you're going to go out there fishing, definitely make a reservation. Head either online or give us a call at the office.
Maybe not half-day Wahoo, but every half-day boat from Seaforth has Wahoos under their belt already this year. And I saw the Sea-Watch got yet another, so congrats to those guys. It's just crazy, Marcos. Crazy good fishing. And this one more time, shoot us a phone number if somebody wants to call and book any of the trips, whether it be one of the short ones catching the great yellows or going long and catching tuna and Wahoo.
Like you said, this is a good indication how the year's going. The Sea-Watch was on a snorkel trip with their kids group looking for whales, and they caught a wahoo. I mean, you're just going to catch them by accident at this point. Give us a call at the office, 619-224-3383, or check the website, seaforthlanding.com.
I got to tell that story real quick. Captain Chris Carpal came into the tackle store a few weeks ago and got rigged up with some marauders and things, and then, the next day we see a rad picture of a wahoo on board the Sea-Watch on their 3-quarter day trip. And then he came in the other day saying, we got another one. They were on a sea camp trip, which, for those who don't know, like you say, they basically take kids snorkeling, and, it's like an information, short duration trip. And, of course, while they're out looking for dolphins and whales to show the kids, they put a marauder back, and sure enough, over the rail comes yet another wahoo for the Sea-Watch.
Yeah, can't do better than that.
That's so cool. Marcos, great report as always. Sure appreciate you keeping us up to date with what's going on at Seaforth, and we'll look forward to talking to you next week.
We'll talk to you then, guys.
All right, thanks a lot for that. Well, that's going to wrap up our Catch Report today. Again, sponsored in part by Job Site Supply, specializing in the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing trades. Unistrut is the original metal framing system featuring a unique weldless construction. Unistrut metal framing is a time and money-saving alternative to conventional support methods. Come see the largest selection of Unistrut at Job Site Supply, or for more information, you can check their website, jobsitesupplyco.com, for more details.
Indeed, and we're back in Ensenada at the beautiful Hotel Corral. You're making me want to go fishing there, Ricky.
Right? Oh, my God.
Oh, it's just amazing. And we have one more guest to introduce, right, Ken?
We do. Paulina Zermeno. She's the Director of Commerce for the Port of Ensenada. Welcome, Paulina.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm very glad to have you. Welcome to Ensenada.
Thank you.
The General Director couldn't come, but he asked me to talk to you and all the fishermen out there about all the things that Ensenada is doing for the visitors and the port projects that will make the port safer.
Tell us about it. Yeah, absolutely.
So we are in the process now. We're almost starting the bids for the breakwater extension and for the extension wave deflector, so that the port is safer for all the yachtsmen and the fishermen coming in. And we're in the tourism part. We're remodeling the boardwalk.
That's a boardwalk right there next to the sport fishing areas?
Right next to the sport fishing areas. So for all you fishermen, all you yachtsmen that want to visit us, we're remodeling the boardwalk. It's beautiful. We have an acoustic shell where there are going to be concerts and all kinds of entertainment events. We have a gastronomical area. We're also going to build a bridge between the boardwalk and the cruise ship terminal.
Wow.
So it's gonna be beautiful. You have to come to Ensenada.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
great.
Fito earlier was talking about slips, and he has plenty of 30-foot and under slips, but larger slips are sometimes hard to come by. Are there any plans in the future for the Port of Ensenada to build slips for larger vessels that want to come and visit Ensenada?
Well, besides the Marina and Corral, which is a beautiful place,
yes,
we have two marinas more.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, we do. We have the Cruise Port Village Marina, which is right next to the terminal, to the cruise terminal.
Okay.
It's part of the cruise terminal, actually. And they do have a few spaces for mega yachts.
Okay.
We have another marina, which is Baja Naval, which is right on the boardwalk. And we have spaces. They're pretty busy.
Yes.
But there's always spaces for them. I have this on my notes so that I don't say things that are not true.
Very good.
Paulina, I have a question for you. So if somebody from San Diego or Marina del Rey, they come to Ensenada, they have a problem with their boat. Do you have boat yards and supply places so that they can repair their boats?
Yeah, we actually have five shipyards.
5.
We have quite a few shops for all the parts. We're really stocked here. If there's any problem, I'm sure you're going to be able to fix it.
Excellent.
No?
I know a lot of my friends, fellow boaters in San Diego, enjoy coming down to like Baja Naval to have their bottom painted, have different work structures, fiberglass structures put on their boat and such like that, because a lot of times it's less expensive than having it done in the United States, right?
I think it is, no? And now with a $16 to $1 exchange, I think it's very, very, very accessible for you.
Yeah.
No?
That's a very good point. I might add that it is now 16, sometimes approaching 17 to 1 pesos to the dollar. It's
so
never.
You make the conversion.
It's bad for you. It's good for us, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So figure it out.
It's also good for us.
Yes.
Because we love to have you and we love the business.
Yeah, indeed. So you can really make a deal down here if you want to have some boat work done or come down sport fishing.
I know. Kenya from our office spent the day with Paulina the other day touring the port and was very impressed. Everything here is really ratcheting up for the public service aspect of, how can we serve the customer? I think that's the best way to describe it is we're treated like customers down here, and it's how can they do a better job to serve us? And everywhere we turn, it's new this, new that. Even if you go into the downtown area along the waterfront, they're redeveloping all of that to make it more attractive. So, Paulina, amazing job you're all doing.
Oh, I love to have you. Please come down. We'll take care of you. You're going to live very happy.
It is fun. Sharon, with the San Diego Port Association, what's your impressions? You come down every year with us, and it just keeps getting better and better, right?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Ken Frankie for hosting me again this year because we were here last year, and every time I come down here, it's so relaxing. It's so great. It's really great to have Paulina here because we are trying to do the same thing in our port that she's doing in her port. And by working those ports together, it really produces more commerce and tourism. And then to have Heidi on top of it and what she's doing, woman at the helm, we're going to get this job done.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Heidi is amazing. And again, she's based in San Diego, so I want to talk more about that multi-Cali Baja feel that you're trying to get across to our listeners.
Yes, no, and thank you. And first I want to mention, because it is a topic that we're very proud of, the Port of Ensenada is the first port in Mexico that has been certified green port. It's the second one in Latin America. So I think I did want to mention that, and it's a highlight that we're happy to, because it's one of the binational collaborations, environmental focus also. So, yes, we could not be happier. There's I think we're starting the sister city between the Port of Ensenada and the Port of San Diego. So having offices there and having that local representation just strengthens the collaboration.
Yeah, what's that mean to fishermen, Ken? I know a lot of guys are going, well, what about this and what about that? All this cooperation means better things for anglers and boaters in the future.
Absolutely. Right? A lot of people are like, well, what's the Sport Fishing Association California doing with the Port of San Diego, the Port of Ensenada? Let me tell you, folks, having everybody cooperating means you have a better experience. You have better access to the ocean. You have better access to Mexico. You can visit Ensenada. I mean, we're sitting here earlier this morning talking about Fido. Well, Fido's our friend. The local community here, the people that we're meeting, these are our friends. And frankly, we're inviting people into the circle of friendship. That's what it is. The fact that Heidi is in San Diego, guess who I'm going to when I have a question? Mm-hmm. Paulina down here at the Port of Ensenada and at the Port of San Diego with Sharon. Guess who we're going to go to when we have a special event? We want to host a tournament because that's on the horizon. We're one region. We're Ensenada, San Diego. Having those opportunities to attract people for sport fishing tournaments and having the people here willing to work with us, is a home run.
Yes.
Absolutely every boater out there, everybody that goes into Mexico is going to benefit.
And I can certainly promise you, and you guys would certainly agree, that the future is so much brighter for this cooperation. It just gets better every year, and it's going to continue that way.
Right, absolutely. And I think a perfect example is we were talking about this yesterday about the cross-border terminal.
Yes, that's exciting.
Very exciting. So it's the first cross-border bridge really that exists in the world. And what that is it's opening in December through the airport of Tijuana, but you have access straight from San Diego. So I think it's really going to help for the travelers.
So you park in California.
Correct.
And then there's going to be a bridge. It's already built. We went under it yesterday.
And you saw it, right?
And we saw it. And you literally walk, 150, 200 feet across the road, and you're in Tijuana at the Tijuana airport.
Straight at the airport.
There's going to be customs and border protection, both sides, so you never have to cross the border if you're flying out of the Tijuana airport.
If you're flying out, there's nothing else that you have to worry about. You just cross through the new border terminal straight into the airport.
And that'll be open beginning of December.
We're hoping the first week of December. They're turning it over to CBP this month, and then hopefully first week, we're on schedule to open the first week of December.
Gives you nonstop access to Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico City, Acapulco, Culiacan. There's numerous nonstop flights, Volaris, Aeromexico, and China, you said,
and
too.
Well, we have some international flights that we're working on as well. So, it just opens a whole window. And for our U.S. travelers, access to Mexico has never been easier.
Yeah. I have to say, when we pretty much exclusively use the Tijuana airport now, but with this cross-border bridge, it's 15 minutes to go into the terminal. You check in, and in an hour and 50 minutes later, you're in Mazatlan. Okay, that's a perfect short trip. You can literally make weekend trips to Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, even Mexico City's 3 hours. That's it. And the cost, I have to say,
right.
I'll put it out there, the truth. It's less expensive to fly out of Tijuana than it is in San Diego. And for us, when we do our travels, I have a whole group of people we take, and you take 10 people somewhere, you can save a lot of money flying out of Tijuana. So.
And it's going to make the U.S. airlines more competitive leaving out of San Diego, too.
Absolutely. Yeah. And talking about no borders, it's something that you have to worry about, less hassle.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, time for a break, Rick.
You got it. When we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls, more great information live from Ensenada. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Everyone likes special treatment, kind of feel like a VIP. Well, that's how our listeners are treated at Poway Valley Collision. I have personally heard of several stories of how well our friends Jim and Mary take care of their customers that we sent them. Poway Valley Collision is worth the drive from anywhere in the Southland. We know you may not need them today, but when accidents happen, it pays to go to Poway Valley Collision. And listen to this. Our listeners get a special discount that can save you hundreds of dollars on your car or truck repair. Just tell them you listen to the show and you get the deal. They work with most insurance companies, including Auto Club, MetLife, Wawanesa, and more. Just bring your car or truck to them and let Poway Valley Collision do the rest. I have had my truck repaired at Poway Valley Collision, and the job was perfect. So get your vehicle fixed right at Poway Valley Collision. Tell them you listen to Let's Talk Hookup, and they'll save you money on your repair. Poway Valley Collision, 14211 Garden Road in Poway. Check PowayValleyCollision.com.
Inland Boat Center is the destination for your next boat. They've been around 35 years, so they're here to stay with something for everyone. Inland Boat Center has a giant inventory of all types of boats, including the perfect saltwater fishing boats made by Arima and Defiance. Inland Boat Center has a huge 2.5-acre indoor showroom with over 300 new and pre-owned boats, making them the largest boat store on the West Coast. Family-owned and operated, they are proud of their customer service. They take trades of all types. Come check out their inventory of Defiance boats from 20 to 29 feet, or the fantastic selection of the amazing Arima boats from 17 to 21 feet. Inland Boat Center has a full-service department, fiberglass repair and upholstery department. Everything you need is under one roof at Inland Boat Center, 681 East San Jacinto in Paris. Check the website for the current inventory and more at inlandboatcenter.com.
All right, it's time for our Power Pro 60-second seminar. On your next trip, be sure to get that Power Pro Advantage with that long-range big fish season coming our way. It's time for that Power Pro Hollow Ace. No question, the best connection you could get from your heavy spectra line to your monofilament or your fluorocarbon. Power Pro Hollow Ace is a 16-carrier line, which allows for much easier insertion from your heavier monos up inside your hollow fluorocarbon. It's the easiest to work with. It's the strongest. It's the only line that I use on my big fish reels. Check it out, Hollow Ace at your local tackle store. For more information, check out powerpro.com.
Lobster season's here. It's time to gear up with the best in the business, Promar, based out of SoCal. Promar knows lobster and makes everything you need to catch these tasty critters. The Promar guys are hardcore lobster fishermen and have all styles of hoop nets to commercial, grade rope, buoys, and baiting accessories. Visit Promar on Facebook or on the web at promarnets.com.
This is Captain Tim Ekstrom from the long-range vessel Royal Star. With my partners Randy Toussaint and Brian Sims, we have set the bar of the long-range fishing experience. A spring 8-day, summer 5-day, or a fly-down, fly-back 11-day winter trip, we deliver the highest quality long-range voyage you will find. From our premium RSW fish storage to our top-of-the-line chefs and crew, Royal Star distinguishes itself from all others. Want to grab a spot on the Royal Star? Check us out at RoyalStarSportFishing.com or call Tracy at 619-224-4764.
XSPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
You're listening to the home of the Aztecs.
He's gone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090, live at the beautiful Hotel Corral in Ensenada. Having good times down there, Pete.
I want to describe our rooms here at the Hotel Corral.
All right.
I mean, you walk into these beautiful suites here, and your jaw drops, literally. I mean, Ken?
The suite I went into, it was amazing. I woke up this morning, and 2 feet away is a beautiful veranda watching the sun come up, and it was spacious. It was brand new, basically.
Brand new.
The Corral has just done an amazing facelift.
Yeah. 2 big screen TVs, one in like a little sitting area, separated from the bedroom area, giant bathroom with a huge shower, and then that veranda overlooking the Ensenada Bay. It's pretty amazing.
A very nice view to wake up to.
A very nice view to watching the sunrise. I was watching the sunrise over the bay and the mountains in beautiful Ensenada. So if you're coming down to Ensenada and you want to really treat yourself and your significant other to a real treat, come to this Hotel Corral. They welcome you. Everybody speaks English here. You don't have to worry about any language issues. In fact, Sharon?
Yeah, I just wanted to say not only are the rooms beautiful, for those friends of mine that like to play tennis, they have lighted tennis courts here.
Whoa.
For people that like to swim, 2 outdoor pools and an indoor pool. For people that have kids, they have a big kids playground. And if you like to play volleyball, which is to my friend Lisa, come down here and play some volleyball. It is an unbelievable experience. You don't even have to go any further outside the hotel if you really want to.
There's more than just fishing to do? Wait a minute. Huh? Yeah.
And after all the sports, you have a great spa.
Oh, the spa, huh? Okay. And amazing restaurants, too.
And I have to add, we need to thank Lizette. She took such a leadership role here. She's the sales manager at the Corral, and she helped put together this whole tour yesterday, everything that we're doing, and, set the stage for us to do the show here at the hotel. So thank you, Lizette.
Lizette, good recommendations on the restaurant for lunch and the restaurant for dinner. Amazing places. And I'll share those with our listeners on our Facebook page later on of where we went and what we did, because those are... I got cards. I'm coming back. Yeah, for sure. Hey, the mayor is on the line, Mayor Kevin Faulkner. I called him captain for a second, but he is the captain of the city, right? Good morning, Mayor.
Hey, guys. Good morning. How's it going down there?
Good morning.
Great.
Good morning, Kevin. Sharon and I are here, and we've been touring. And I have to tell everybody, we were in Washington, D.C. a week ago as the mayor was kicking off the One Region, One Voice effort. We had, what is it, Kevin, 150 delegates from out here?
A great amount of folks from San Diego last week.
No, and Mayor, I have to tell everybody out there, the listeners, when it comes to voting time, Kevin Faulkner has done more to protect and enhance marine recreation, sport fishing, hands-on, just the go-to person. And Kevin, I just, on behalf of everybody, we really appreciate everything you've done for us.
Well, Ken, I thank you. I appreciate the compliment, but I'll tell you, my friend, and for everybody who's listening, when the work that you've done, the work with Sharon and the port tenants, look, we have a tremendous asset in this San Diego region that is sport fishing. That is incredibly important. Not only that we protect it, but we grow and enhance it. And, the opportunity, as you rightfully said, Ken, when we were back in Washington to, continue to strengthen the ties with Mexico, make it as easy as possible for commerce and obviously for sport fishing on both sides of the border. It's important. It's all about families that want to go out and enjoy themselves and have a great time. And when we're fostering those relationships and we're growing that, I mean, you and I have talked about it for many times. Look, our sports fishing industry here in San Diego, the largest on the West Coast, a real dollars and cents and a real strong part of our economy here in San Diego. So it's something that I feel very passionate about and one that I'm proud of when we look at what's happening here in San Diego.
Kevin, can you comment about the work that you're doing with the Mexican government and the state of Baja California in order to help our region?
Well, we're doing a lot on tourism. We're doing a lot on, economic sharing and impact. I was just in Tijuana on last week with the Mayor Estisaran, and as just an example, we were talking about medical device manufacturing and what we're trying to do to grow that on both sides of the border. And so when we enhance tourism, when we enhance, the ability of everybody getting to know each other, having a good time, spending dollars in the case of sport fishing, make it as easy as possible to do that and to enjoy that, that's hugely important to us here in San Diego.
Kevin, guess what you're missing this weekend? The little Ensenada race. All of our friends from San Diego Yacht Club, we see, they're all down here in Ensenada.
Well,
the only one missing.
It sounds like the description, beautiful weather down there, just like it's beautiful up here today, guys.
Indeed.
That's great.
And Guy, I want to throw that out to our listeners. You heard Mayor Faulkner talking about the largest sport fishing fleet in the world in San Diego and the cooperation that we have here with the Port of Ensenada, with the Mexican government, being able to fish in their waters. I've never heard a mayor talk about sport fishing before. I don't know about you, but this guy is our kind of guy, and we're really happy that you're working with the people down here and working with the sport fishing fleet, too.
Well, guys, I'll tell you, it's like I said, I'm proud of the sport fishing fleet that we have, the generations of San Diego families that have made that, such a part of who we are. And, when we've seen the boats full this season, it's great to see. You guys would know better, but, this is some of the best fishing that we've had in decades. Yeah, I just saw a picture a buddy sent me yesterday. He caught a 70-pound wahoo. Just off the 9 Mile bank yesterday, and I mean they're jumping in the boat, and it's great, but there's a lot of work that goes into that, and it's something, as I said before, these are great, good quality jobs. It's given San Diegans the opportunity and visitors to, have a great time, and it's important to me as mayor.
Yeah, absolutely.
As the mayor's talking, I'm just thinking about. The environment we have right now, the friendships we're building with Mexico, Ensenada, the state government, the tourism departments. I have never seen so much cooperation. We saw it in Washington, and, in this mayor's term, I've never seen so much cooperation as we have right now.
Well, Ken, it's all about communicating, as you know, and your tireless efforts and all of us. And, I'll tell you, a guy who I think really does it day in and day out for us here at the city is my friend and colleague, Councilmember Scott Sherman. And Scott's, continues to be a driving force for the industry, and he and I are working closely together on, all of these issues. And, when we're working together as a team, when we're talking to our Mexican counterparts, that's how good things happen. And look, we're fortunate that we're here where we are on the border in this beautiful region, in this beautiful environment. We have to work together to make it successful, and guys, that's exactly what we're doing.
All right. Hey, can we bring up Dan Malcolm at the same time along with Mayor Faulkner? Good morning, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Get the phones. Good morning, Dan.
Hi there, guys. Wish I was in Ensenada with you.
Man, you're missing out. You came. I know you came to Mazatlan with us. We had so much fun, but you really missed a great time yesterday afternoon.
So I'd like to introduce everybody to. I'd like to introduce everybody to Dan Malcolm. He's chairman of the board of the San Diego Port Commission, and again working with our mayor's office as well. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Ken. How you doing?
Outstanding. You should be here.
You know, I want to while Mayor Faulconer was talking about Scott Sherman, I was just going to mention Scott. Scott's another one in there that is a true fisherman. He's a guy that works with Mexico. I know, Haiti, you've worked with Scott and as well as Mayor, and having guys like this in government and people like you from the other side of the border working together is just going to make it that much better for the Port of San Diego, the City of San Diego, the fishermen of San Diego and Southern California, and the people in Mexico.
It's absolutely instrumental, and I'm glad you touched on the Washington trip. We had the Secretary of Tourism for the state of Baja California, Oscar Escobedo, that was part of that delegation. And it's the only binational one, I think, that exists that goes at that federal level to talk on the different issues at hand, and especially here at the border and this mega region.
Yeah, Dan, I'd like to ask you a question for the listeners out there. You were in Mazatlan with us when we toured the town, and we got to meet the players of the Sinaloa Sport Fishing Association. What did you think when we finished that trip as compared to what you expected when you went?
Well, Ken, as we've talked many times since, I was blown away, along with the rest of our contingent down there, just how amazing Mazatlan was, the restaurants, how clean the city was. We actually got out on a boat, and the water's beautiful down there. And I'll tell you, Mazatlan has just done a really good job of setting the table for tourism, very different from what you hear. And I'll tell you something, Ken, the proof is in the pudding. I had so much fun that my 20th wedding anniversary is coming up in a month, and I have booked a cruise to the Mexican Riviera out of San Diego with my wife and I to spend our 20th wedding anniversary in Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta and Cabo. And, we love Mexico so much and excited to get back down there.
Hey, Dan, I'm sitting here next to Paulina. She's the Director of Commerce for Port of Ensenada, which I know you know that. And I know that the Port of San Diego, as well as the Port of Ensenada, have a sister relationship, a port-sister relationship. Maybe you can talk a little bit about what's coming up. I understand there's a meeting coming forward in November, and I think it would be great for the listeners to understand what we're doing as a port to create that sister relationship.
Well, Ensenada and San Diego are linked by tourism and by a lot more than that. I mean, we share a common border. And so the port and Ensenada and Mazatlan and all the ports are really working to promote tourism in our various different areas. And it's important for all of the cities because the Port of San Diego, the cruise ship industry, is a really big part of our maritime industry. Every cruise ship in San Diego is $2 million into the local economy, and it has a big impact on the Mexican economy as well when they deliver, when they go to ports in Mexico. So we're all working really hard just to promote what a great destination Mexico is, Ensenada, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and Cabo, and just get the word out that these are really world-class destinations.
Paulina?
Yes, and after the meeting that we had about a month and a half in San Diego, which was very successful, I just want to let you know that it's not only words to the wind. Officials from the Port of San Diego are coming in the first week of November so that we can start really working on all the aspects that we can better and how we can cooperate as ports and with tourism.
Yeah, fantastic. And I'll tell you what, one of the things that I want to mention yesterday, and Haiti and I were talking about this, and I asked every place we went to in the Guadalupe Valley yesterday, I asked the people that were running the place, what's your percentage of American tourists versus Mexican tourists? Because the Guadalupe Valley has been, frankly, people come from all over Mexico to visit the only wine region of Mexico and enjoy that. but it's still more than 50% American tourism there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's grown so much. There's over 84 wineries, and we were talking about that. So we're going to have more trips to be able to go to all of them.
Absolutely.
But no, that's for sure. We have a lot of Americans that come here, and like you're saying, it's just so close and it's so easy and so accessible.
And you can combine them with all the other aspects what Ensenada has to offer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, indeed. Well, hey, Dan, we're running out of time. I want to thank you very much for doing what you do for the Port of San Diego, and most of all for doing this Cali Baja cooperation with our people here in Mexico. And keep it up, all right? I love Mexico. I love living in San Diego, and keep up the good work.
Well, Pete, you too, and thanks for having me on.
All right.
Thank you, Dan. One thing I'll mention, we just had the mayor of San Diego call in, and we just had the chairman of the board of the Port Commission call in. You think they care about marine recreation and the relationship with Ensenada?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's going to get better and better and better. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about that. Thanks for listening this morning. We've got more from Ensenada, Mexico, the Hotel Corral and Marina right here on the Mighty 1090. Stay tuned. I'm very excited to share my experience with the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 touchscreen chart plotter and sonar unit I just installed on my boat. I've been a Simrad electronics fan for many years and always enjoyed the ease of use and incredible technology. Last year I installed the new 4G broadband radar and could not believe the difference. So this year I upgraded to the new NSS Evo 2, and it's amazing. With an easy-to-use tablet-style interface that's fresh but familiar, the Simrad NSS Evo 2 combines a multi-touch screen with push-to-select rotary dial for precision control and speedy response. The core of any marine electronic for me is how it marks fish, and the new NSS Evo 2 with built-in Sonar Hub sounder technology, including chirp and structure scan, can't be beat. Now, the true test is whether I need to pick up the manual to figure it out. And guess what? The new Simrad gear is so easy, I didn't need it. There's a lot more to the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 system I'd like to tell you, but best to just go to your local Simrad dealer and check it out. Or see simrad-yachting.com for more details.
Are you feeling that itch to get out on the water? Come fishing on the American Angler and reacquaint yourself with some familiar faces and make new friends. Captain owners Brian Kiyohara and Sam Patella take pride in every aspect of the American Angler operation, from their loyal and trusted crew to the sashimi-grade fresh fish you'll take home. It's easy to find a vacation that fits your schedule. We have everything from day and a half to 10-day trips and longer. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. We want you to become a part of the American Angler family.
My Angler H2O. I will scent my lure with pride and hope my boss doesn't notice the tan. I will outmaneuver drought-exposed sunken boats and outlast the hard-fighting largemouth bass. I will save water at home for better fishing out here, and always wear my life jacket.
What's your H2O? Tell us at BoatCalifornia.com. The California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways reminds you to wear it, California.
No matter the fishing conditions, count on the Seaguar family of fluorocarbon leader material to help you catch more fish. Fluoro Premier has a smaller diameter with the highest break strength. Plus, it is super soft. When bites are tough, tie on Fluoro Premier. Blue Label is tough as nails with incredible abrasion resistance and impact strength. And new Pink Label is the choice for tough, light conditions, giving you a little more visibility for better line control. Pick up a spool of Seaguar at your favorite tackle dealer or visit Seaguar.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090, live from the Ensenada Hotel Corral, having a great time, and want to say congratulations to the big winner of the Maui Gym sunglasses. I know Ryan pulled the winner there. And congratulations on that brand new pair of Spartan Reefs. I know he just gave our winner a call there. And Pete, I know having a great time down there. So much information, hard to get things wrapped up.
Indeed, I want to say thank you to everybody here. Thank you mostly to Ken Frankie and his team for putting this together and bringing us down here and furthering this cooperation, this cross-border cooperation. Paulina, with the Port of Ensenada here, you have something exciting to talk about?
Yeah, before I say goodbye, I want to let you know that we're going to have a great attraction by the end of the year. It's an oceanic aquarium where you will be able to go and swim with a bluefin tuna, which they tell me it's quite an experience. So please don't forget about it. And when you come down,
I've done it before. It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
And we have a page. It's www.puertoensenada.com.mx. And if you need anything, just look for us, and we'll help you in whatever you need.
And that link is on the calsportfishing.org website, right?
It will be.
You can get that, yeah.
And Paulina, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation. I had a great time. Thank you.
Yeah. And Haiti, you're awesome. I mean, I'm so happy to have you hanging out with us and to be based in San Diego and further this cooperation and what we're trying to achieve here with working with the people of Mexico. So thank you for everything you do. You have a great website, right? You want to send people?
Yes, we do. Thank you so much. We have the discoverbajacalifornia.com. Could not be easier. Directing you everything we have to offer in the state. And I just want to mention, of all the activities we have going on, today is the closing of the Little Ensenada Regatta that we have. So we've got the Secretary of Baja California, Oscar Escobedo, coming in. We have the Seturista Fest kicking off, and then they go over to San Quintin for the Clown Fest.
Wow.
So a lot of exciting things to see. So
and that's all Discover Baja California.
This is all discoverbajacalifornia.com.
.com. All right, very good. And that, again, is on calsportfishing.org.
Yes,
that link, too. Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah,
and thank you for having us.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thanks again. And thanks to the guys in the studio, Brett, Ryan, and, of course, Rock Cod Rick and Rick Cutler, our main man here. Thank you for coming down here, Rick. We sure appreciate all that you do. And tomorrow morning, I'll be back with Rock Cod Rick in the Mighty 1090 Studios. Great show tomorrow, 7 and 9 a.m. Robbie Gant from Shimano will be in the studio with us. Thanks for listening today. Thanks to everybody here in Ensenada. And we'll talk to you tomorrow right here on the Mighty 1090.
One day after tackle shot, this dream came true.